Hello everyone and welcome to this new AutoStud tutorial. In this video, we'll go through all the steps to create a video using AutoStud, and I'll also give you a maximum of tips to make your video work on TikTok. Step 1. Identifying a niche. You have several tools that can help you with this part, but I recommend the traditional TikTok search tool. This is where you'll find the most interesting recent data. Launch TikTok, type quiz, and note what works. The goal will be to select a quiz, duplicate it, improve the content, and change the style. And I advise you to do the search on your phone, not on a computer. You can filter results by date, which can give you more interesting ideas. After several dozen minutes of searching, I found this interesting quiz. The reason: the niche is unexploited, so TikTok will more easily promote us. And the second quiz I'm going to select, which stays in the Korea universe, guess who this K-pop star is. Why? Because the niche is unexploited. It's not the most interesting for me as I'm not a fan, but the niche is profitable and the potential is there. Step 2. Create a quiz on AutoStud. On the left, you have the main menu. Videos is where you'll find all the videos you've created. Free trial is where you can activate your free trial. Backgrounds, the library of backgrounds to add to your videos. Assets, your library of images, videos, etc. And CSV import, the menu for creating videos from a CSV file. At the bottom, you have your number of renders, your AutoStud account settings, language, and Discord to ask your questions. So to create a quiz, as a reminder, we're aiming for this one. Go to create a new quiz. Select language quiz, the template. You can customize it later, of course. I'm going to select this one. Enter a keyword. It corresponds to the theme of your quiz. So for a language quiz, I'm going to choose common words. Then select your base language, English, and the language you want to have as output, so Korean for us. Once the selection is okay, press create and we'll meet in a few seconds. The quiz is ready to be published. You have the words in English on the left and the Korean words on the right. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to modify 2 to 3 elements to make our quiz really unique and maximize our chances for the video to break through on TikTok, YouTube, or even Instagram. First, we're going to add a hook. Think you speak Korean well? Test your level. And we'll add another hook in the middle to push people to subscribe. Subscribe for more quizzes. For maximum optimization, I recommend adding one at the end. Then, we're going to modify the style and background. It's too common currently. Go to config, then to video title. Here I'm going to modify the title of the quiz. I'm going to add Korean in the title and reduce the space on the right and left. Then, I'm going to slightly modify the text size, and finally I'm going to reduce the space at the top. Now let's modify the background. The goal is to make people comment while selecting something coherent. For example, if I'm looking for a landscape, this one could do the trick. There are no Amazonian forests in South Korea, but there are beaches. So we could have comments like, "This is not South Korea in the landscape," which would automatically increase our chances of the TikTok breaking through. The background is okay, but I realize I don't see it enough. I will add a little black background behind the words. Then, I'm going to add the name of my account. It's very important to make the quiz unique and protect you from theft and reposts. Go to footer, modify the text. I'm going to put a super quiz as an example, and I'm going to change the font. Trebuchet MS corresponds to what I want, and the AO is too much on the quiz, so I'm going to lower it by playing with the footer position. Like this, it's perfect. Second to last modification, I'm going to modify the flag. It's interesting, but not unique enough. So I type South Korean flag on Google Images, and I'm going to take the first result. If you really like an image like this, for example, but the background bothers you, you can use remove.b to remove the background. So right click, save image as, then I drop the image right here, and I'm going to click on it to select it. The image is too big, so I'm simply going to play with its width and position. Once that's okay, I'm going to modify one last element, the font of the video title. And I'm going to test less opacity and more opacity for the background, and I prefer with more opacity. Before exporting your quiz, I recommend choosing a voice different from the default one. The voice from 11 Labs are very interesting. You can mix the original word's voice with the voice that will pronounce the translated word and add a different voice for the hooks. And modify the music or remove it to put a trending one from TikTok. It can also greatly help. So our quiz is ready. We're simply going to press export, and we just have to wait a few minutes to get the render. Once the render is okay, you'll receive an email and you'll be able to download your video by clicking on download, right click, save video as, and confirm. You'll have an MP4 file ready to be published on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and I recommend posting from a phone. You'll have a much better chance of breaking through. So that's it for the process of creating a lang quiz. Creating a multiple choice quiz and multiple levels is the same process, but you have more templates and more customizations. Multiple levels. You have many templates that allow you to create quizzes for many niches. For example, this one allows you to display a player in large to guess his name, and this one allows you to guess logos. We're going to take the K-pop quiz we saw at the beginning of the video, and we're going to work on customization. Select multiple choice, K-pop template, enter as keyword. Guess who this K-pop star is. Pretend you have a photo of the star and you're showing it to make the viewer guess who the star is. So it's more of an instruction than a keyword, and it will save a lot of time. Once the quiz is created, we're going to add a hook. Do you know K-pop well? Test your knowledge. And we're going to make the hook invisible. We only want the voice. Then, to improve the questions, we're going to add an image of the star. It's very important to keep people on your TikTok. So I take the name of the correct answer, right-click on an image, then I drop it in my assets on question image and I select. We notice quite quickly that the template is not 100% adapted, so we're going to modify the question and the configuration. The first question of your quiz is okay, and once you have your template, you can duplicate the video and change the subject via the AI menu. This will allow you to reuse your graphic style for each quiz. So we're okay for this new AutoStud tutorial. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave us a comment. Don't hesitate also to join us on Discord. See you soon for a new tutorial.